Well, I've got a question here from Matthew, which, with no disrespect to the other questions, I would say is one of the most interesting questions that anyone could be asked regarding this Cheltenham, and that is, has any negative impact been considered for horses that left Gordon Elliott's yard to go to other trainers? Well, this is a superb question, and I'm thinking of two words beginning with C: conversations and continuity. Firstly, let's talk about the horses that have moved from Gordon Elliott's yard. Well, we'll talk simply about the Chiefly Park horses. I think 8 of them have moved to Henry de Bromhead. The conversation word, I can't imagine that Henry de Bromhead won't have spoken to Gordon Elliott about the horse's routine. This is if he doesn't already know what Gordon does with his horses, which he may do. But he'll talk about the routine, the change of feed, the change of gallops, any of the idiosyncrasies of the horses. He's only got 2 or 3 weeks to have done it, of course, because the horses only moved to Henry de Bromhead from Gordon Elliott in the last fortnight. But that conversation, I'm sure, will have taken place because they all work together as a team, and Gordon Elliott is still in the yard. The second word beginning with C is continuity. Henry de Bromhead will not want to have done anything to upset the routine of these horses that were with Gordon. So he will know what feed Gordon gave the horses, what time they get up in the mornings, what type of gallops work they need, which ones need work, which ones don't. One of the blessings of the fact that they've moved just 2 or 3 weeks before Cheltenham is the fact that most of the horses will be fit. They won't need a lot of extra work. The horses don't actually do as much work as people think. They'll do steady road work, they'll do canters, they probably won't do any hard gallops. So I don't think that's going to be a major issue. The feed is a massive issue. This is something that Paul Nicholls raised. He's not obviously the recipient of any of the horses that have left or will leave Gordon Elliott's yard, but he did make the point that this could upset the routine, and we won't know the answers to this until the end of the week. We may look and find that the horses from Gordon's yard haven't performed as well as they were expected to, and then of course we'll all be reaching for excuses and saying, connections will be saying, well, it's because of the change of routine and the change of yard. But Henry de Bromhead and Gordon Elliott will have spoken, they will have exchanged notes, and I'm sure there'll be continuity and conversations will have taken place. So that's an excellent question. My view is that there won't be any detrimental effect on the horses that have left Gordon's yard. And the horses that are still in Gordon's yard, of course, Gordon will be there working in the background, helping Sneezy, as she's called, train the horses. And there will be continuity of staff, continuity of feed, continuity of routine regarding Gordon's horses. But the ones who've left to Henry de Bromhead, I'm sure conversations will have taken place. And there will be, Henry will do his best to provide as much continuity as he can. A wonderful question, and it'll all, of course, come to light in the next few days when we see how these horses perform. So thank you very much for that question.